Hi there, folks. Simmon here with my fourth match of this 2021 TAC Open tournament. And you may be wondering, wait, fourth match? Shouldn't you have played a third match? Where's that third match video? That is because we had scheduled a game between me and Abyss, but something came up and he couldn't make it, and we couldn't reschedule a new time before the first round was over. So the tournament director said that it would be a forfeit on Abyss's part because he couldn't make our scheduled time. But I called it a draw instead, and so we each took one win off of that. Honestly, that's probably the best I would have done against Abyss anyway. But I mean, he is the number 3 player. But now we are into round 2, and my matchups for round 2 are against Nohat Coder and PlutoTheBrave. And you may be thinking, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Nohat Coder, number 1 player, is against me, and Pluto, the number 6 player, who did a draw with Nohat Coder in round 1, is also against me, and I'm going to be playing PlutoTheBrave today. So don't expect me to do too well. As you can see here, PlutoTheBrave, number 6, and 1,000 games under his belt, over 2,000 rating, doing very well in the rankings, and he has only been playing for about 2 years. And he started, I believe, in November of 2019, and now it's November of 2021. He played some excellent games earlier this year and last year, playing in a Blitz tournament and taking first place, co-first place with Nohat Coder, and then winning the intermediate invitational tournament shortly after that, and now is a big-time contender for this tournament. And so it's going to be really fun to see some of his games. He might even be recording this game that he's playing now, because he did say he was going to record some of his games maybe. So anyway, let's look into the rules here. Again, 6x6 board, 2 Komi, standard pieces, tournament game type. PlutoTheBrave is my opponent. Time limit 15 minutes, increment 15 seconds. That is 15 seconds added to my time after every turn. And that is it. And we are ready to jump right in to round 1. And we are ready to jump right in to game 1 of Simmon versus PlutoTheBrave. And it looks like for this first game, PlutoTheBrave is in white and I am in black. All right, and we're off to the races. Gonna be playing the adjacent corner opening. And I'm gonna be playing my little tricksy move here. Playing a little different from what he's used to. He's probably thinking, what is Simmon doing right now? This makes no sense, because my video of my match versus Aliano 2 has not released yet. It'll release in 2 days. So he hasn't seen that, and if you didn't go back and look at my own PTN of that, the historical record, he would not know what's going. So my new strategy, gaining momentum here, and he is definitely taking a lot more time on this move after seeing me place there. He's thinking, what is he doing? Because he knows I'll have momentum. And so he's trying to figure out what to do here. He might play at A2. Ooh, he's dropping a capstone early. I see it. I see what you're doing. Now, if he continues to play out, that's one thing. If he captures up, that's a different thing. And so I'm interested to see what he does here. I'm probably going to capture onto this if he plays out across. If he captures up, I am going to... Ooh, he's not going to do either of those things. All right. Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. He's doing that. He's playing down low so we can bring the cap down, kind of keep that. Okay. Keep his capstone away from the edge. It's a smart way to combat this. He's probably going to counter this. This is not a very advanced strategy. But I do this. He brings his capstone over now. That's my guess. Okay, so he drops his cap. I drop my cap. And now we see how the cookie crumbles here. So I built off up here at E4 because that continues this line in this horizontal direction and also sets up a flat to come down and interrupt his horizontal threat. So he brings that. That's fine. He does have this capstone with a friendly underneath it, so he can spread that upward and really interrupt any sort of horizontal threat I've got going on. He's in a much better position than I am. Let's be clear about that. I'd like to, however, try and keep some sort of flat game going. He currently has 5 flats showing. I have 5 flats showing. I get 2 Comey, so that's 2, so 7 to 5. However, he can give himself a +2 flat move with this capstone spread, and then it's 7-7. So I definitely need to work on that and keep pushing for flats in addition to playing for a road here. And that's something I was not keeping in mind at the beginning of this game. I was trusting on capstone capturing to do things, and he has been playing a better flat game. So he may play around here at C3. So he plays C3, and then let's say I play B4, and then he plays B3. That's a tack threat. Okay, so he is playing up there instead. That way he can come across, maybe capture this and cut off my threat. I'm trying to look at momentum here. I play here at B4 because let's say on my next move I get to play at F4, then I can throw the capstone up onto this spot at C4. Maybe try to do something a little sneaky. Not super sneaky. He's definitely going to see that. But and he's got this option here with the capstone to spread that out upward and really mess up my flat count game and my horizontal tack threat. I really don't have much going on right now, and my opening has been pretty poor so far. So here's my first threat, really. It's my second threat. He has come up. There is no current tack threat. I can now bring this here, and now I've got another tack threat he's got to respond to. He's probably going to do it with some sort of capture. Yes, with that capstone there. I'm going to keep playing flats as much as I can. Hopefully force him to make all sorts of captures. And that is exactly what has happened now. Now let's see what he's going to do. So if he plays over here, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to have to come down with that. That's not looking good for me. I may need to switch gears here. And by may, I mean I will need to switch gears here. Now let's see if I can bait out some captures, then I can move my capstone into position, recapture that, and make some positive flat count differential moves with some liberated captives. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the stack, so he can move that whole stack away. I'm thinking on the next move I might want to play at D5, so I sort of keep his capstone there. But I played here for now, and I feel like this is a solid defensive move and offensive at the same time. Because if it does force a capture, I can bring this up to recapture on that. Oh, that's not good for me. So if I bring this over right, okay, so I've brought this over now. Now, if he comes down with this white flat, I can come up with the capstone and capture onto this spot. He'll probably place here, though, instead, which is a much better option. And then I'll be forced to come down with c5. Not ideal, but it works well for him. It's a pretty tough position I'm in right now. Okay, I've made that. If he makes some sort of capture over, I'm going to have to capture down again to stop it, or drop a wall. And I don't want to drop a wall. I want to capture down first. Man, this is tough. He is definitely playing some hardball here. Now, if he does give me a little opportunity in that he doesn't make attack threat on the next move, I can play here at c1. Oh, that's not good for me. That is not good for me at all. All right, then. Okay. Let us see here. Good wall, though. That was a good wall from Pluto. Smart play. But that, since he's not pressing the advantage right now and making another attack threat, it allows me to play something positionally here. I thought about dropping a wall on e2 to really just mess this up, but I am hurting for flats at the moment, and I need to do what I can in that regard. So if I play here and then he brings this whole stack down, I can't smash it because that would give him a road here. I would have to come up here. But then he can bring this. Whoops, I don't want to mess that. So he can bring this, leave one white, and capture with the wall and make another tag threat. And then if I come up here, yeah, it's not looking great for me at that point. So I'm going to capture now instead of placing, just because I was in a really bad spot there. All right, and he is doing great work, and he's going to liberate more captives. Well played, Pluto. It's almost like he's kind of good at this game or something, you know? I feel like that might be a thing. I played down here at B1 because that cuts off his vertical threat. He doesn't have an anchor point here on this bottom side, but it also starts to sort of get me here for a horizontal line as well and gives me an excuse to play at C1 to go for the vertical line. It does a couple of things for me, and I'm trying to do both of those at once. He's doing multiple things at once, and he's doing a much better job of it. He really came out swinging. That wall was fantastic. It was the best play he could have made earlier when he dropped that on turn 19. Right here, he drops it, and that was just the best thing he could have done. Yeah. I maybe could have moved that stack downward instead of letting him capture there, but you know, you do what you can. All right, so he's played here. He's ready to come over and capture. So he's probably going to play up at B6 next and force my hand. And of course he did. So now the question is, do I want to bring the capstone over or do I want to bring B1 up? That is the question. I'm going to bring B1 up. And I wonder if he'll play A2 next. I don't think he'll play A2. I think he'll do something over here. He might finally capture onto this stack. He's been wanting it for a while. It'll allow him to liberate a captive and really push in this direction. He may decide to play up here at D5 instead. Or play at B1. There's a lot of options he has right now. And I do think on my next turn I'm going to want to play at either B1 or A2. I think that's going to be my go-to play. We'll see what I do with it. At least I know he is pretty limited in his mobility with this capstone because he has a full stack of 6 there. Okay, what did he do? I need to see. Okay, he played up there. He did play at D5. All right, so he's going to want to cut me off up there. Maybe I will play up here at C6 instead. Of course, he brings that there. No current attack threat. I'm going to fill in. He now has a stack of 7. If he plays up at D6, that is attack threat for him. And I will need to be aware of that. That's the one good thing that has come out of this weird opening is that now his capstone is stuck under a bunch of pieces. Sure, he can abandon those at some point, but it is a very powerful stack for me. So he'll probably abandon a few of them at some point so he can use this capstone, give it a little bit more mobility. But that is the only positive thing I've got going on for me right now. So let's see. So I do have that black flat on C6. If I place down here at A2 or B1, then that capstone is pinned and it can't move to the side. And that is a good thing for me, but he's probably going to be making a threat on the next turn, probably placing down here at D1. And if he does place at D1, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do about it. I haven't figured that out yet. I might bring 2E3 left and just take this stack over. If you're wondering about my talking about the moves as in 2E3 left, that is PTN, which is over here to the side, and you can check out my video on play tag notation or PTN in TAC University if you're unfamiliar with that, and that can maybe give you a little help in learning. So he played at e5. All right, that is going there. Is he going for... What's he going for? He may be going for horizontal. If he plays here, he's got attack threat by bringing the capstone down. So if he plays here, I'm going to have to come up with f5. To stop him. And then he can play up at e6, and then I'll have to stop the vertical threat. And then when I stop the vertical threat somewhere, he will play f6 and again have that horizontal attack threat. He is very close to getting Tinue here, and I need to figure out a way to stop that. And I think because he's got so many options off here to the right, I'm going to have to bring options here to the left. And I can do that at the same time as I pin the capstone up there by placing here. Because now I can bring A2 up onto A3 and capture there. If I need to, that is. But I do think he's looking to bring this capstone down because he'll be able to bring it down here or here to stop that threat. Or to make that threat, rather, not stop it. Now it would be really smart of him, I think. No, yeah, he'll probably play a D1. I think that's his best move right now. Unless there's a move that he's seeing that I would make that would really mess him up after he plays D1. I don't know what it would be exactly. Ooh, that's tricky. You little punk. You are really setting that up there, aren't you? All right, I see what you're doing. I get it. I get it. Okay, and then if I play at f5, he plays at e6, and then that's attack threat vertically. Okay, all right. I may need to drop a wall. By may, I mean it's basically required. Now, do I do it on d6? Yeah, I'm going to do it on d6. Then he may play over here. At e2, just as I expected. Now we'll be seeing e1. And that will be a horizontal attack threat. But I think that when he plays in one of these two spots, I'm going to take this flat and move it here onto D3. And the reason for that is then D3, if it gets recaptured, I can capture it with this wall. Oh no, he brought the capstone down already. Alrighty then. And that's attack threat. And, okay, how many ways is this attack threat? Does that stop it? Yes. Wait. How many do you have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he can bring this capstone left or right. Yep, bringing that over. Now, if he places here or here, I'm going to toss this wall down right away. Yes. He can't smash it. I'm feeling okay with that move. I wonder if he's got a response to that. I don't think he saw that move. Otherwise, he wouldn't have moved that capstone so prematurely. Yeah, I don't think he would have moved the capstone so prematurely if that were the case. Whew. So, what's my play here? Now I got to figure out how to take this position and turn it into a winning one. Oh, let's check count, flat count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for me with the Comey. He has at least one +1 flat count move. I have a +2 flat count move available and another +3 flat count move available. So if I turn this into a flat game, I can win it, but we're still pretty far away from flatting out. But I may be able to turn my position into one strong enough that I can leverage a win. We'll see. I think that wall move was crucial, and that was exactly what I needed in this game. I needed something good like that. What did he do? He played at F5. Okay. Now, he plays at F5. I'm going to play at D5. I don't know what the F5 play was. I really don't. I think he expected me to move. I didn't notice that just now. You know that moment where you think you have titty weight, but you just don't? Yeah, I think he didn't see that wall move, and that was what it was. Oh, man. I wish I could do an emoji in there. I would do like a laughing face. I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? How do you kids do that these days? Is it like this? Yeah, it's like that. Okay, let's see. And I know exactly that feeling where you're like, I got this, boom, and then they respond and you're like, never mind, I don't got this. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this game right now. I was not feeling good about it earlier. I think 2 moves ago I was feeling not great about this game, but now I'm feeling pretty good about it. Okay. As good as I can feel about it when facing Pluto, because he's a very strong player, and it's always going to be tough playing against him. Okay. So I think what he's trying to do is now take d6 minus, and then he'll have another horizontal attack threat. But I think what he wants to do before doing d6 minus is play here at f2 or at e1. And then if I move this stack upwards, he can move the capstone to the right and take it. What's that? Okay. What's he doing? I don't know what's happening. Okay. Is this attack threat? Yes, it is. It is indeed attack threat. Okay, so if he brings d6 down, that's attack threat. That's a road. I don't have this capstone pinned anymore. So I could just do c6 right. But if I do that, then the capstone is able to move to the right, and I won't be able to spread this across for a potential road on the next turn. If he moves this over to the right, that is... Actually, it would. If he moved it to the right, that would work. Do I do that? I've got to make some capture. I could make f4 plus. If I do f4 plus, because this f4 isn't doing anything for me right now. If I do f4 plus, that not only stops this horizontal attack threat, it also is attack threat of its own. Talking myself into it. Okay, am I missing another threat of his? No, I'm not. Okay, f4 plus it is. But yeah, this flat wasn't doing anything where it was at f4, and now at f5, it's suddenly attack threat. Okay, that is not attack threat either. I'll place another flat here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 8. So he's got plenty there. Okay, what's the flat count again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 with the Comey. I can make a really good move here. Oh, actually I can't make that great of a move because I need to keep flats here. Otherwise, he takes a road. So if I move this whole thing over to the left, that would be a road for him. No, it wouldn't be a road for him. Okay, it wouldn't be a full road. If I move this whole thing up, And if I did that, that would be a tack threat. And he would not have a road. But he'd be able to move this wall up. And that wall would be able to go to the left and stop my stuff there. All right. So if I did that, his most likely move would be that wall coming up. And if that wall comes up, he can now threaten to make a good flat count differential move to the left. If I take this left, oh goodness, I don't have any way to actually make the threat. But if I capture right, that's a threat. He's got to come over with this F6, and then I can drop a wall. I'm going to do that. Whew, that is the most time I've taken on a turn this whole game. So when he comes over with F6, I drop a wall at D6. I am already behind on flats, but there's not much I can do about that, and I feel like that's the safest move. He really can't move this capstone anywhere but upwards at C5. And that doesn't help. I mean, it would stop my threat, but this capstone probably won't move for the rest of the game. He might start playing here at E3 and then down at F2 so he can make a smash road. But he knows I'm going to take this wall over onto E6 on the next turn. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing. Okay. Oh, he's got a attack threat here. And I didn't see it. Well played. That was one I didn't see. I feel like this is basically my only way out of this. Yeah, okay, Pluto's won this game. There's really nothing I can do at this point. I may be able to pull something tricky. So if he starts making plays down in this direction, I can bring the capstone over once and then another time and smash. So then he won't be paying attention to the capstone as a offensive piece. He'll be looking at it as a defensive one, and that's something that might work for me. But I doubt it. He is a little too good to be fooled by something like that. Okay, he did play over there. So I'm going to pull a bait here. Oh, no, if I do that. Okay, so he's played there. That's a tag threat. If I bring this down, he may just decide to play here. And if he does, I can play here at f4 and stop that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. If not, if he captures, I can bring the capstone over. And that can be sort of like a defensive move. And he won't see the smash coming. Maybe, if I'm very, very lucky. Whew. This is a tough one, for sure. A tough, 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 tough one. Oh, he is down below 3 minutes. He's got plenty of time for him. What did he do? He played down there. Ready to capture again. If I play here, can he win? No, but he will throw that to the left. He'll see it coming. He will see it coming. He's not going to play down here at D1, which is what you would do if you didn't see it coming. He'll toss this to the left. Yeah. Just as I expected. Yeah, I'm toast. There's nothing I can do here. He's got me. He'll win on flats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, there's no way I can come back from this. No way. No way I can. He knows it. All he has to do is flat out, and he wins. But that was a good game. That was touch and go for a while. Oh, he won with a road. Didn't even notice it. He was gonna win regardless. Didn't matter. Could he have won for a while? Wait, let's see. Oh, yeah, he could have won on the previous turn, but he didn't see it. Oh, good game. HH. Yeah, that's GG. Whew. Man, that was rough. Oh, goodness. Yeah, he did screw it up. on this move right here, on move 30, that move. And I screwed it up. Let's see, where did I screw up? I screwed up here somewhere, like somewhere between 32 and 30. I think it might have been 35. I think placing it D6 might have been my mistake. Yeah, because he didn't really have anything going there. I should have just, yeah, I should have done some other things, to say the least. But, Alright guys, that is all for today's video. I was going to upload both of the games in the one video, but that first game and the second game were both quite long, so I figured easier to digest if we just have them in two separate videos. And so we'll get those up both in the same week. Anyway, thanks for watching. That is all. Check out the description below for all things tax, specifically the Discord server. Lots of amazing stuff on there, like finding people to play with on PlayTac, playing people online through the Discord asynchronously. Awesome stuff. Tons and tons of resources through the Discord as well, so be sure to check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, have a great day and happy tacking.